Alrighty, welcome to the first game between Inkas Army and Desastres, Somos, Mejores, a Category B matchup in the Virgo Cup, and not just any matchup, it is a quarterfinal. Yeah, very cool indeed. Let's introduce our players for us today. In the red, we've got Condor playing as the Vietnamese. Alright, on Arabia, we did expect that. In the yellow, we've got, not this guy again. Oh boy, Winxila something. Damn it. Why? Mr. H playing as the Burgundians in the yellow. I still can't pronounce that name. I don't know why. It's just, I don't get it. It sounds Aztec to me, like it's Nahuatl. In the purple, we have Andreu PTU2. Although I'm not going to pronounce that how he would probably pronounce that. That I learned last game, actually, what that meant. Anyways, he's playing as the Chinese on Arabia. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine, obviously. I mean, I think I would have picked Chinese on Islandia with that extra bonus. The fish there, but hey, Chinese are a fine Arabia civ too. On the other side, for Desastres, we have Requiem playing as the Saracens. Good stuff. In the green, we've got Bad Boy Danny Boy playing as the Persians. Danny Boy. And in the teal, we've got Renault playing as the Bohemians. Oh, now that's a surprise. Didn't see that one coming, actually. Good stuff, though. Now, let's talk about civilization, shall we? Well, we can start with Bohemians. Bohemians are better civilization on closed off map. You can tell by the win rate. It goes up astronomically, right? It's because Bohemians have quite a slow start. They don't get the best eco bonus in that they get their mining camp upgrades for free, both stone and gold, by the way, which is pretty neat. Yes, that does help them get a lot of archers out. But for the rest, I mean, that's it, right? So you're not going to get the best uptimes necessarily with Bohemians. Fast imp, though, is a good strategy with them because of that bonus. Used to be Malians that you could fast imp with, because that is actually the bonus from Malians. I'm still sore that they took that away from Malians. Malians are such a worse civ now because of that. And the reason why I like the gold mining upgrade for free more for Malians is because Malians have more options. They get cavalry and archers and infantry, right? So you can actually make use of the fact that your civ is so versatile. That's why pros love Malians, despite them not getting Bracer in the Imperial Age, right? But Bohemians don't get that luxury. They get okay infantry, like most of the upgrades on there. That's fine. They get archers without thumb ranks, so that's fine as well. But they don't get good cavalry. So again, a lot less versatile. The thing that they do get, though, is chemistry and castellates. And chemistry gives your archers one extra attack. It means you can also make hand cannoneers if you wanted to. But yeah, your archers get one more attack. That is actually nice in a game like this. The reason for that is that crossbows with that extra attack can kill knights, fully upgraded castellates knights, in 30 shots instead of 40. That matters because you are more likely to have 30 crossbows on the field than 40. This means that Teal can operate more independently on his own, and even if he gets hit by, say, his opponent's flank, he can actually maybe take a good fight. Otherwise, green is going to have to babysit your crossbows. That means that green can go to the left side, help blue, and they work together and do damage there, whereas the Bohemian player can just kind of operate on his own. And in a 3v3, one side attacks and the other side has to defend, basically, or do a 1v1. Alright, we have Teal trying to snipe this villager, but that villager does not have loom, but red is reacting properly to this, fighting with his villagers. As the red get housed. Yeah, he got housed. Oh, Teal. Nice for Teal. He actually housed red there for a second because red did not have a house up. So yeah, there you go. The idle TC time shooting up a little bit. Nice. Ooh, Suck. How you doing? Hey, but the casting is going well. Why, thank you, man. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. I sure think it's going well. The games have been awesome. So what's not to love about it, right? Also, how are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Alright, should we talk about Vietnamese versus Bohemians? Vietnamese, of course, get the better archers until you get chemistry, that is, because they get more HP on them. So yeah, Vietnamese are a pretty sweet civilization to have in an Arabia matchup. Of course, you can also go for Rattan archers. Rattan archers kill every archer unit. But then again, Bohemians have the perfect counter unit to that, which is the Hussite wagon. And before you tell me, you're never going to see that in an Arabia game. Think again. you should watch my YouTube channel, because there's one series where one player was Bohemians, and most certainly you went for the Hussite wagon. So there you go. Alrighty, in the blue we have Saracens versus the purple Chinese. Saracens the more aggressive civilization here, but Chinese have the better eco bonus. That is, they have more food on their farms, and they have all those savings on your technologies, which is kind of nice. Really nice in 1v1s, but it's still nice in team games, I guess. You know, it's cheaper to get all your techs out. So, hey, we're not going to complain about that. But Saracens cannot be discounted. They have the market after all, so you can go for a crazy uptime. And of course they get archers that do punch through walls much more easily than any other civilization. Green here was hunting down Red, who was not in the feudalates just yet. He's about to get there though. And of course in feudalates your scout does more damage than the Dark Age scout. Leaves us with Burgundians versus Persians. Now, both civilizations have awesome eco bonuses. For one, you can get your eco tax way earlier. There you go. Both saw coming in for yellow. So yellow's economy is going to be a lot more efficient than green's economy. Burgundians also get Cavalier, which is the strongest unit that anyone can make in Castellates because of that extra attack. But of course, the Persian player could then counter with some camels. But if you do that, you will die to the flank. Persians, though, have the faster working TC, will be able to get more villagers out, probably, and will probably have a stronger boom. And in the late game, Persians will win with their paladin. Burgundians, though, get that upgrade at a discount, so the chance that the Burgundian player gets paladin out is a lot higher than that the Persian player will be able to afford it. So that's certainly something to keep in mind. Alright, I'm not seeing any men-at-arms shenanigans from any of the teams. You know, it's always a question whether teams decide to go for men-at-arms or not. It is always a risk. You do kind of delay yourself a little bit. If you can then hurt your opponent's economy, then that's worth it. But I think category B level, and especially category A level, most players will know how to deal with that consistently. So it usually doesn't really give you a lot of value. But they are trying to snipe an archer. That will be good value for that scout. As blue is just going to wall up the front of his base. He does have a back gold, but look at this hill. That's an awkward hill. If purple sits on here with archers, he can deny that gold endlessly. Scouts for green running into red's base. Red does lose a scout, and red loses a villager as well, as green snipes one at the cost of a scout. That's alright. As green finds some more villagers on the wood line, but yeah, there's a yellow scout here to shadow this force. There's a spearman for red to push this army away, so I think they will be fine. Red's gold is right here. He is walling up the right hand side, I mean, so that should be okay. Well, eventually, there you go. Walls are up. Good stuff. Alright, well, green's just gonna have to meet up with his flank, who is also going forward with 6 archers. Very cool. Red right now has 6 archers himself, so the army numbers are slightly even. Although we have a nice heal for Teal that he can take to threaten the berries from. Yep, this is very awkward. Not much you can do about it though. Okay, yellow's gonna try to come in from the back to hit the archers, but green is here to shield that. Teal has to heal at the moment, which is better for Teal and for green, because of that heal bonus damage that you will be doing. Yellow trying to get in on the archers for Teal, but he's just taking HP losses at this point, so I'm not sure if that's worth it. Not without red here as well. Yeah, right now it is 5 scouts for yellow, 9 scouts for green. Green is fast outproducing the Burgundian player. So that is, I mean, economy might be better for the Burgundian player, but when it comes to military production, it is most certainly green. At the same time, we have blue coming forward now, kills purple scout. Purple is defending himself with some archers. Of course, purple is not really walled at the moment as a Chinese player, so that is certainly risky. Alright, teal and green pushing further and further into red's wood line here. And red's going to have to abandon this wood line maybe. But he can't. He can't, because then the scouts will immediately pounce here. But I don't think green can get too close here just yet. Archer down for red. Looks at the micro for teal is a little bit better there. Teal killing significantly more archers there. Red and teal both behind, red and yellow both behind in the numbers, and green and teal are taking such a good fight right here. This was a good fight to take for them, and there you go. Now the villagers are going to have to run, just like they do in real war. You know, the army loses the battle, and then the enemy army runs into your base. But teal. Almost missed the yard. Almost missed the villagers there. And 1 village down. 2 villagers down. The value is coming in finally here for teal. 3 villagers down for red. And red is now on the back foot for sure. Still has 10 archers though, so could technically defend himself a little bit. But here comes the gold. Not good on that side either. On the other side, we have purple still trying to defend himself against blue, but blue is everywhere. He's in the north. He's in the south. He's just hitting purple from all sides where it hurts. Alright, well, green is making more scouts still. He's not getting upgrades just yet, but I think you could, with 7 scouts, 6 scouts, you could totally try to afford that. Teal still holding on to a hill. Ah, this is so awkward to fight for the Vietnamese player. The Vietnamese player has the better archers, but not when Teal has the hill bonus. That kind of cancels that out, doesn't it? Alright, well, green losing some scouts for free. Once you have 8 archers, you should be able to kill scouts with fair ease. Alright, we have purple now versus blue, but purple now finally has the numbers to push blue away. But let's have a look at the damage that blue did. Blue did kill 1 villager, but only 1. Not as bad as in red's base, where 7 villagers have gone down. Ouch. Now that puts red in the defending position. That means that red is probably not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage pushing out, because teal and green, well, I mean, they still have their armies alive. Teal has 13 archers. Doesn't actually have a whole lot of archers at home. I think Teal's trying to click up to the castleates here. But, I mean, I do say that red is in the defending position, but not if yellow and red just decide to go forward after all. That's fine, of course. Blue outmaneuvering purple. And purple, yeah, purple didn't know where blue's army was, so he sent his army forward. And now blue is here. Blue is here to put pressure on purple's base, and purple moving back, again not hitting blue's base. So this is all fine for blue. Blue's getting his farm count up. He will click up to the castleates soon. Here comes Teal. Teal hit his archers. Red's archers are now no longer at his base. Yeah, I am not sure if you want to move out with archers when you're behind like this and you still know there's an enemy army in the back of your base, because red is going to take some losses here. Red, he reacts to it in time. That's good, but the problem is you still have to abandon your gold. And here comes Teal. 1 more villager down. 2 more villagers down. 3 more villagers down, probably. Yep, there you go. Maybe a 4th one as well. 4th villager. 4th villager down as well. 5th villager even? Okay, not a 5th villager, but my god. And this is what I mean. This is why moving out with your archers when you're not walled in the back and you know there's an army there is really risky. Alright, well, red is at 28 villagers now, and he is not going to click up the castleates anytime soon. And teal is on the way, which means that those few crossbows, those few archers that he has in his base, will be able to defend himself against the archers. Well, you should take the fight over here, actually, but sure. In the meantime, blue versus purple. Purple not on the way. Blue has clicked up. Yeah, the entire Desastres team has clicked up the castleates. I mean, yellow's on the way to castleates as well, but the flanks for Inkas' army are behind. Are behind for sure. Okay, purple probably recognizes that as well. He's going to drop a market now to sell some excess resources, like his wood. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's not been making a lot of farms, so he's floating wood at the moment. Yeah, so he's going to try to buy himself up. Teal's just going to keep his army safe, just for the time being. He could totally kill these archers. Probably should kill those archers, actually. There you go, castleates. And Teal, yeah, see, this is the thing. Red moving out, didn't do any damage to Teal. Barely, I'd say. And he did take damage himself in his own base. He finally cleared that up, I think. But now Teal's just going to come forward again with crossbows. And those crossbows are just going to kill everything. So, that's what I mean. I think Red should have maybe kept his archers defensively until he gets this giant wall up. Which, I mean, it's a giant wall. Let's not kid around. It's a giant wall up. That's quite a challenge as well. But, yeah, losing those 4 villages was kind of unnecessary in my opinion. Alright, well, at least Red does have, it did save his archers, he did, it did save his archers. He's going to move his villagers away from this forward wood line because he knows that is going to get hit soon. But so is this wood line, so I don't know about that one. Alright, yellow going for a second town center now in his gold, that's fine. Green going for a second town center as well. That's an awkward TC actually, with the lumber camp and the house right there. It's going to be tough to farm around that actually. Don't know how much I like that TC then. Alright, here comes Teal and Red. Yeah, Red's not on the way to castleates yet, so Red's going to have to find a way to survive here for the time being. But remember, these archers do have the bonus versus buildings. You can actually tell by clicking on the archer. There you go, buildings. 3 extra damage versus buildings. So watch them tear through palisade walls. Watch them tear through houses as well. And, oh, do you see what's coming in there? Chemistry. Remember what I said about Bohemians being able to operate independently? This is it. You know, once he has 30 crossbows, he can actually start sniping these cavaliers fairly easily. And right now, see, it takes 3 shots to kill these cavalier. As yellow is taking some free damage on his cavaliers. That's good, actually. I like positioning the cavaliers in front of red's base to pick off reinforcements. As teal is going to go to yellow's base now. Ooh, that's risky though, because that's what yellow now knows. He knows about this. Has the +2. Chemistry's in though. Ooh, do you see that? Fervor coming in as well. Fervor applies to Bohemians, so if their start isn't very fast, once you get all your monk technologies, your villagers will start walking faster, and that is actually going to help you a lot. Sanctity also applies to villagers, means they get more HP, makes them more difficult to kill. In the meantime, faster castle age time is allowing blue to also get in the 90 siege workshop and take a fight against purple. Purple, don't take the fight. Not against castle age military, purple. He's not even getting the archer upgrade as well. And purple's not going to be able to defend himself. Crossbow now in, but yeah, all your archers are dead, so that's still not going to be a good fight then. We have teal now kind of denying the gold at least a little bit. Here comes green with some knights just to block off yellow's attempts to kill this. I mean, if yellow wanted to kill this, he should have done it before, because now the Bohemian crossbows are here killing this building. Yeah, let's just kill the production from yellow. Why not? I mean, yellow is getting a lot of cavalier out. They are still the strongest cavalry unit on the field. It will only be knights for the Persian player. It's 16 cavalier versus just 9 knights. Yeah, the military production from green has been worse than yellow's. Alright, let's see. But the chemistry crossbows make all the difference in the world, especially when green stays in front and tanks damage. Yeah, this is good. Yellow can take that fight. Not with chemistry crossbows. It's just too strong. For a town center here for teal. A town center he can only drop because he knows that red's not going to be able to do anything to him until red gets the castle age. Now red, that's the castle age. We will have a lot of crossbows, so teal should not be too presumptuous that he will be safe. At the same time, yellow surrounding those chemistry crossbows. There's a few knights here for green to distract, but look at the crossbows do damage there. There's not a whole lot of them though. 14, that is not enough. You still need more than 2 shots now to kill knights. Let's see how the trade is going to be. A lot of cavalier did die here. It's now 7 knights versus 11 cavalier, evening out the numbers a little bit. Red's gonna get the crossbow upgrade and be okay with that. On the other side, the Saracen player still putting pressure on purple, but here comes the mangonels. I hope you're ready for this, blue. I hope you're paying attention to your military right now, blue. Ooh, alright, he's paying attention. Yeah, he sees the mangonels now. So now you need to just ask for a few knights from green. Like say, green, just send me some knights or something like that. Kill the mangonels so I can fight again. Because right now, purple actually has a similar mass over here at least. Well, nah, just make more crossbows here for blue, which is stronger. These are just skirmishes as well. As purple trying to drop a TC on his wood line. It would save the wood line, would save the gold, but purple is gonna donate some villages here to blue, and blue gets some value. Now he won't be able to escape anymore with these crossbows, but it's just a matter of continuing the run. Blue has ballistic, so he can kill all the villages in the world, and blue. Yeah, blue's playing well here as well. Okay, here comes red. Now, red and yellow actually have army, right? Red, despite being far behind the castle stage, managed to keep his archers alive, so he has the military force to contest with this. Teal lost an army at the front, so the army numbers are actually very similar. But Teal has chemistry and the hill. Oh boy. Still fewer knights for green here. Green is still sending in reinforcements. Here comes Teal, though. 26 crossbows, almost enough to one-shot knights. Look how much damage they do to one cavalier. Bam, bam, bam. As red is trying to kill as many crossbows as he can. That's what he should be doing. But the cavalier for yellow, fast dying here. Still the hill for teal. But red has way more crossbows now. It's 14 crossbows. Only 9 crossbows for teal. 28 for red. A lot better for red. Yellow can get some more cavalier out. They might be able to put some pressure on teal now, instead of the other way around. And that is important. They have to, because right now purple is dying, and purple has a hole. God damn it. Freaking holes, man. I swear to God. It makes me mad just looking at this. You know, these freaking bamboo things make it look like this is actually no gap, but there is a gap between the houses there. Alright, well, blue, knowing that he has done the damage that he can do to purple, is now going to move to yellow. And that's not going to be good news for yellow, because he wants to move against teal and do some damage to teal, which is good. Yellow's going to have to defend himself now, because those crossbows are on the way. Purple will probably have to chase this, but by the time that purple gets there, it's going to be a long time. They haven't noticed yet. No one has X'd this yet, so purple is going to surprise big time. And this is what Saracens do best. Find a palisade wall and just chop right through it. chop through it, like villagers chop through wood. And okay, yellow, wow, yellow's paying attention. Paying attention. Really nicely done by yellow. Not going to change the fact that those crossbows are here. Alright, well, purple is not going to be phased by that. He's keeping his army at the front, but yellow might send his army back now. See what happens. Yeah, Saracens break in very quickly. Yeah, and there is 18 of them, so they can 3-shot knights, not 2-shot. You need 20 crossbows for that. Mangonels pushing forward now. We have a town center on a forward woodlight here. Town center on stone as well. Those are some forward TCs, alright. That is a nice target for a siege. We have, yeah, blue, because most of his army is in the north right now, can take a good fight against these crossbows at the moment. And blue, oh, blue isn't paying attention, and blue ran into the DC, and blue is losing all its cavalier. Ooh, yeah. That's a good fight for yellow to take, because now yellow can stay on the front. Yellow can now deny this DC with red. Are Inkas army coming back into this game slightly? They need to do a lot of damage here though. It's 147 vills to 211, but they have the army lead at the moment. And army is the thing that matters in Age of Empires. It's a war game after all. With military, you can do damage. Alright, purple for the time being backing up a little bit. So blue with the town centers will at least keep the front safe. Although you do invite siege to come forward as well. Right now, teal has 34 crossbows, and teal is on the way to Imperial Age. I didn't know. I didn't point that out. I saw it, but I didn't point it out, actually. I guess at that point, the best thing you can do is now move against green. Yeah, because you're not going to be able to take a fight against teal, but if you move against green, teal might come to green's aid, right? If you do that, yeah, yellow and red right now should move immediately on green, right now, because you're not going to be able to fight teal anymore. Teal has Arbalest and Bracer, you can't fight that. But the best thing you can do, the best hope you have, is make teal go to the back of the map, all the way over here. It's the best thing you can do. There you go. Yeah, let's go. Because look where this army is going to go. Look where it's going. Right? It's still, teal's still undecided. What am I going to do? But as soon as green notices that red and yellow show up at his base, teal might come back. Maybe. Because remember, purple is putting pressure on blue, so blue can't help, right? Blue can't help green at the moment, so it's gonna have to be teal. And green cannot fight this on his own at the moment. They have to be fast about it though. Ram coming out, and those Arbalists are looking to push in. And remember, Saracen bonus allows them to shred buildings like no other. So if they're gonna do it now, this is the moment to do it. Alright, well, green now notices this. But of course, it is Persian TC, so it's really difficult to kill these. You know, especially if you don't have the Saracen bonus. Green is here. Let's see what teal does. Green might tell teal, don't come back. It's a trap. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. They can't kill you. It's impossible to kill you right now with that many Arbalests. And green might just shadow this forest. There's not that many crossbows here. Not that many cavalier. Green might just wait for the right amount of troops and take a fight here. He's going to have to wait a little bit longer. You need a lot more units here. Red and yellow indeed trying to do some damage, but those freaking Persian TCs are everywhere. So you can't get too close, can you? In the meantime, teal trying to break into red space. Red, yeah, has to fight against Arbalest. Here comes a ram, but why would you even need a ram? You've got siege archers. Castle going up now in the back of red space. Teal does not see that. That's why he's not denying it. As we have red, he patrolled its units in, so these crossbows are hitting the ram. They're not even killing the Arbalest. And the town center is going to go down. The castle will go up. That will delay the push by teal a little bit, right? It will delay it a little bit, but it's not going to save him. Cavalier raiding the gold for green. Green is going to deal with that. Cavalier on the left side trying to break in, but yeah, Imperial Age is in for green as well. Imperial Age is coming in for blue. No Imperial Age for the Inkas army. If they can't do any damage soon, if they can't overwhelm blue, for example, I just don't see Inka's army winning this game. I just don't see it. They're just too far behind at this point. You know, they're not far behind in vill count, but and not even in army count. But it's not about army count. It's also about army quality. And right now, red, he just can't defend himself against this. As soon as teal finds his economy, he's just going to kill everything. There's like 34 villagers here. Crossbows versus blue. Okay, purple taking a fight here is important because he needs to kill blue's army before it gets upgrades. Because again, purple is not on the way to Imperial Age. Yellow is on the way though, but yellow is Yeah, fighting against green. Green is waiting for his upgrades, but once that +4 is in, green can take the fight. Once Cavalier is in, green can take this fight, because then he will finally have the better cavalry units. He's waiting for that moment. Red is kind of left alone. Yellow left red alone. Green can totally block yellow now. And surround red. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. A bit of miscommunication here between red and yellow. And red is suffering big time from that. Yellow now taking the fight, but look at that. The Cavalier upgrade is in. The armor upgrade is in. Yellow will lose his army here before he will be able to get his upgrades. Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, still 17 versus 20. I mean, there's not a lot of Cavalier fighting here, so in the meantime, green is losing some Cavalier to yellow's force. But at the end of the day, green can reinforce. You can always make some camels if he wants to, and there you go. The GG is called after that fight, and Inkas' army taps out. Desastres get the first win of the series. There you have it. GG. Alrighty, yeah, I mean, this all comes back to the fact that both flanks for Inkas' army took damage. Blue was doing a lot of damage to purple. Well, maybe not a lot, but he was certainly keeping purple back from blue. Purple didn't really attack blue's base at any point in this game. You know, he came forward a few times. I think he did get some kills. But only 5, right? Versus 29, right? So purple lost a lot of villagers to blue. Wasn't able to kill a lot in return. Same thing with red. Now red did actually get to kill 20 villagers in green's base. So green certainly took some damage here from all of this. That's good, but green actually had an army to defend himself. Just enough to kill this army and allow teal to stay in red's base and just kill red, right? And red was about to completely die here as well. Yeah. And red definitely did receive some damage early on from the 2v1. I think moving forward with his archers and not doing damage here, while then getting surprised at your gold, I think that was a necessary loss. It's like those early losses were, yeah, they took a fight, they lost it, that happens. But that one, no, that one could have been avoided by just playing a bit more defensive. I know when you take losses that you get that urge to go forward and do damage to your opponent because they might be ahead, but that's the thing. They're ahead, right? So you definitely don't want to take any more damage at that. That's the worst thing that could happen. And then going forward and not doing damage yourself. So yeah. All right, let's have a look at team statistics. Military KD, kind of even. I mean, yellow definitely got a lot of kills. It's not like red was that far behind the kills, but he was about to be very far behind. Purple and blue were pretty much on even footing, but yeah, teal and green, they were getting, you know, even if their KD wasn't the prettiest here, they were certainly, the timings, the imp timings for them were beautiful. You know, right when they needed to go to imp, they were there. They had the army technology, the military technologies that they needed to win their fights, and that's why they got their victory. Even if the army highs, I mean, look at that. It's not like green was that far ahead over yellow. Look at that. Green actually not outproducing yellow. Compare that. 104 versus 74. But then let's have a look at the Vil count. Wow, yellow even outbooming green too. So yellow actually played really well then. Yellow played really well. Made a lot of military and of course outboomed the Persian player, which is difficult to do. But unfortunately wasn't able to do enough damage with that Castle's military. And then by the time he got the imp, or well, almost was about to get the imp, yeah, he couldn't get his paladin out. Alright, who was the fastest player today? For this game, it was green with 60, closely followed by red with 59. Very cool. Alrighty. Well, there you have it. Desastres taking the first game of the series. But of course, you know that Inkas' army are not just going to sit on their laurels. No. They're going to go to their home map and they're going to try to clap right back at their opponents. At least that was what we're keeping our fingers crossed for, because we're the casters. We are the audience. We want 3 games. We want these teams to battle for a longer time to really decide who gets to go to the semifinals here. You know, I don't want to see any game that just goes to 2-0. No. I don't want any of that. I want 2 1s all along. That's what I want. And we might be able to get it too, because we are going to go to Islandia, the home map team for Inkas' army. Ready? Let's go. And here's capture rates. Perfect. Right. Welcome to this freaking map. It is Nomad. Yay. There you go. Good stuff. We'll introduce our players as soon as they place all the TCs. Okay, there we go. All right, let's introduce our players. We'll start with the home map team. In red, we've got Condor playing as the Spanish. No surprises there. And a beautiful TC position as well. Far away from everyone else. Conquistadors will be seen on this map. In the yellow, we've got Mr. H playing as the Italians. Also a good civilization. You can go for some crazy fast castle uptimes with those, since it's cheaper. In the purple, we have Teutons, close to yellow. So yellow and purple can help each other, which is good. Of course, Teutons, I said I'm not so sure how good Teutons are going to be, considering there's this much fish. There's about 200,000 food in fish on this map. So I don't know how much your farms are going to help you there, since everyone else is just going to fish and make fewer farms. But still, Teutons can certainly do a lot of damage if you can get your knights out. Your knights with extra melee armor in Castle Age. Alright, then for Desastres, we have Herno sitting here as the Koreans. Now, luckily for them, the Korean player is in this awkward position, right there. Because red, yellow, and purple are right here with the TC, so Teal is going to get ganged up upon. But Teal is probably going to build a castle, which is going to save him as well. If you're in this position in a Nomad map, you probably want to build a castle just to keep your opponents from castle dropping you and completely destroying you, right? So there you have it. Right, in the green, we have Bad Boy Danny Boy playing as the Berbers. Interesting. I didn't think we would see Berbers on this map. I would have picked the other Civ that they still had in their Civ pool, which was... I think it was Lithuanians, but I'm not so sure about that, actually. Probably. Alright, in the blue, we have Anakin. Ooh, coming in for Desastres, playing as the Portuguese. Okay, no surprises there. I did think we were going to see Portuguese on this map. You know, the fact of the matter is you do get a shared line of sight, right? So you get to see what your teammates are seeing, which helps with scouting. It helps with everything. Interestingly, though, Desastres going to water. Alright, then. I don't quite... Personally, I would never go to water on this map. Personally. Never, ever. Like, the reason for that is very simple. Let's compare the food on water. There you go. 13,000. Wow, that's on the low end even. Now let's compare food on land. 220,000, right? There's way more food on land. Your opponents are, like, on Nomad, right? If you don't go to water, any Huns player will know this, you're going to fall behind your opponents because their economy is going to be a lot better going into Feudal Age and going into Castle Age as well, right? So... yeah, but on this map, that's actually not true. Because even though you get fishing ships out, look how few deep fish there are. There's one right there, that's nice. But the next one is all the way down there. And then having some extra fishing ships that have to sail most of the time instead of working. You'd have to build so many docks, right? And get lucky that you may get 2 deep fish at the same time. Otherwise, it's basically not worth it. So honestly, I don't like the Nomad approach to this map, personally. Like, you can make a case for, you know, the fact that you can get some fishing ships out while you also get villagers out, right? You can do both at the same time. So technically, you should get a better economy over your opponent. But given how little you get from fishing ships, I just rather, you know, go up with fewer villagers, get faster castle times, just go for shore fish because there's a lot of that. You should be fine. All right. Let me get a sip of water here. Alright, well, Teal is now exiting these sheeps coming in. So, sheep, I mean, not sheeps, come on. Know your English. Purple and Teal are probably going to find out about each other's existence very soon. But Purple, of course, knows there is someone here because he lost 2 sheep there. That is no coincidence. So now he knows about that. They don't know who it is yet, though. It's all about scouting here. You should not be eating your sheep in a Nomad map like this. There's plenty of fish. Just drop your town center on the fish, right? And if you can, wood and fish. That's, of course, the best. And just scout around with your sheep because you need to know where your opponents are, right? So I want a lot of scouting. What red is doing, that's good. Is yellow scouting as well? Yellow scouting, good stuff. And what about purple? Well, we knew that purple is scouting. Let's have a look at the Disasters team. They are also scouting with their sheep. Again, what you need to be doing. Even more important, I'd say, on Islandia than on Nomad. Yeah, because you need to find your opponents fast. Because they're mostly going to go for land aggression, right? Unlike on Nomad, where about half the players should mostly go to water. You know, usually most players don't scout to find other players. They scout for boars, right? Which, again, you don't really need so much on Islandia. So I guess it's important on Nomad as well for that reason. But whatever. Alright. Teal's gonna go for war wagons. That would be my guess. I mean, why else would you pick Koreans on this map, right? That makes sense. War wagons are a very strong unit. They're very tanky, and if you can get them out in good numbers, they can be quite deadly. There's only one problem to that. Where's your stone? We've got stone next to the Teuton TC. That's nice. We got stone down here. That will probably be the only stone that Teal can take, but that stone is far out. That is very exposed. And if the Teuton player decides to go for some military, say some feudal age, to buy his teammates some time to get the castle age, then Teal might be in trouble here. So I'm not sure what the Teuton player is going to do yet. He is not going to gold. Is he clicking up? No. Red is on the way to feudal age though. 19 pop. What kind of build order is that? He's not on stone. What are we doing here? Because I thought it would just be fast castle into the unique unit here, but he's not on stone, so that's not going to happen. And 19 pop up is really early. Alright. What are we going to do? Let's see. We have a market. We're going to buy our way up. We have the food, so I guess we can just afford a fast castle if we sell our stone. We're dropping a market. We're dropping a blacksmith as well. Okay. See if you can make it. If you can sell your stone, you might just make it here. It's a very fast castle type, but you have to go really heavy on stone in order to still afford that castle. So I don't know about this build order, but we'll see. We'll see if it works out. Purple on the way as well, but he is on stone, so purple wants to get a castle, doesn't he? Looks like it, or at least go for towers, something like that. Teal, of course, is on stone. This looks like a more standard fast castle. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. Look at the uptime. Look at the fact he's not on gold. So we're gonna go for towers then. The Teal does know the purple is here, so I guess towers it is. But that's what purple may be doing as well. Because I don't see purple clicking up with this food count. So what are we doing? I'm kind of slightly confused over here. We have purple. Oh, there you go. There's the towers. There's the towers on green's fish. Something green can see, but nothing that green can do about it not just yet, because he's not in the feudal age either. As purple is going to just deny this fish and deny that fish as well. So that's a lot of fish actually. As green, is he going to be able to drop a counter tower? No, he's just going to have to abandon his fish there. Here goes the counter tower, but that's not up in time, is it? Although purple cannot range that entire tower, so that tower is actually well placed. Most of those villagers will be able to build here. Red on the way to castle age. There you go. Is he heavily on stone now? Yeah, there you go. Let's see if he will be able to get that castle up. I don't think he's going to be able to get that up when castle age hit. So in the build order for red, it maximizes uptime, but you're not going to get your castle up in time. Right, purple trying to rush that tower down, but it's in the range of the town center, so that can't happen. So it will just be a tower war for now. Teal is on the way to castle age. I guess he just sold some stone to click up, but again, you're just gonna delay your castle then. So these are some interesting build orders, honestly, from all these players. I know about that. All right, well, blue is on the way as well. Blue sold some food and bought some wood here. All right. Is heavily on stone as well, because of course he's going to go for a fast castle into unique unit as well. And then we have purple with yet another tower here. Did he get fletching on his tower? That's kind of important if you want to win the tower war here. If purple gets fletching, he can win this war. Green got fletching, didn't he? Yeah, he got fletching, so now he has more range. So now he can range the villagers behind the tower. So purple can't repair his tower anymore, whereas green can do that. Green also dropping a market. Now I think green also wanted to click up here. Almost has the food. Will be able to click up then. Purple not so much. Purple still needs to get some more food out. But again, on this map, it's not that much of a big deal. You can just go for some fish. Now, they need to kill Teal fast here. What Teal's job now is to survive as long as he can, because if he can do that, the position for the map control for Desastres is going to be a lot better. Look at that, a nice triangle, right? They have a lot of space in between of them that they can expand to, whereas Inkas, they have a corner and then up north as well. But yeah, if they can't push Teal away, then Desastres have the chance to go for a lot more military control. Here comes purple though. Purple is not on the way to castle age. What is purple doing? Is he just going to reinforce this this tower war even further? I mean, you can fit a lot of villages in this tower, that's true, but I guess it's just going to be a tower war forever. Green actually buying some more stone, so also green not on the way to Castlate. So I guess green and blue are just going to duke it out there, and green... purple did get fletching finally, so he can at least compete in this tower war now, but it's very awkward indeed, because of course that tower can't range the villager behind. Now, this is expected. A Korean castle will go up on Purple's face, but a castle from the Italian player as well. Now, unfortunately for the Korean player, Genoese Expos absolutely destroy war wagons, which are classed as a cavalry archer unit, which means that they die to Genoese Expos. In the meantime, we have, Conquistadors doing what they are made for. There you go. And Red has the luck that he's all the way in the north, all by himself. Kills 3 villagers there. Oh, 3? Oh, just 2. Alright, but this is what they're made to do. Raid around and make Teal's life living hell. And unfortunately for Teal, that gold is no longer safe. But he will have a safe gold on this site now with a castle. There you go. Purple's going to have to abandon his wood line. Didn't respond in time. Loses 2 villagers. Tower for green, though, is almost dead. Almost dead. He's trying to repair it now. But unfortunately, he's losing some villagers while doing so as well. And the tower war seems to be being... better for the Teuton player now. Being able to garrison more villages in your tower helps as well. As one tower goes down for green, that tower will never go up. And now purple is just going to rush down this tower, leading to a Vil war. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think you need to garrison this tower again so you can actually win this Vil war, because green has more villages here for now. Purple too fast to go to the second tower. That's not going to do a whole lot, actually. I think that was a mistake. Purple shouldn't have gone south for a tower. He should have stayed with some villagers in this tower, right? So you can actually garrison Vils again. Yeah, green now rushing these towers down. Is green going to get these towers? Is he going to get these towers? Purple is repairing at the same time. And oh my god, what is this? Arena? What is this? Cheese ahoy. Nah, green losing too many villages here. War wagons are here though to make sure that purple can never get away at least. But yeah, green lost a bunch of Vils. How many Vils? 17 villagers! Holy crap! Green lost a lot of villagers there. Aye. That's not good. I mean, yeah, look at that. Purple killed 17 villages there. Jesus Christ. Lost 4, but that's to the castle from or the war wagons from Teal. Right, well, purple is not going to be on the castle anytime soon, but yellow will be able to assist him at the least. We've got Conquistadors delaying most of Teal's economy, and Teal don't know what he's going to do. He's mostly around the castle now. He can't even farm anywhere. So Teal is, I guess he's lucky he has some fishing ships. He can get some shore fish, at least keep his town center running. I guess going for fish was the play then. Alright, Conquistadors here as well, and purple is repairing the towers. He's keeping them up for now. War wagons will die to the Conquistadors. Some point. Alright, as purple wants to drop another tower, but green dropped another tower just to defend from that. And yeah, purple will just have to go for another tower war. But I guess that's just what Andreu is going to be doing here. That's all he's going to be doing. Purple also trying to rush down this tower. Gets to the base of the tower. If this tower goes up, then green can't fight here anymore. He can fight for a second. Purple taking some hits here. Tower will go up. Purple now garrisoning his tower. Now green can't be around the base of this tower anymore. Oh, green though, losing some villages there to the tower. But here come the Conquistadors. And green is probably not loving his life right now. He's down to 25 villagers and basically is taking no resources at the moment. Here comes Teal though. Purple going for a tower on his stone on his town center. I'm not sure how useful that is actually against war wagons, who can actually outrange the town center anyway. So I'm not sure about that one. It will range some of the villagers on wood, so I guess that's annoying. Aye. Conquistadors kind of losing some units there as the Genoese Expo plays here as well. I'm not sure why. I think yellow needs to be over here actually. Why is yellow down there? That's not useful. What, they're gonna like against the Berber play? That's kind of overkill, honestly. Here come the organ guns though. Organ guns will be alright against both these units. They have lots of pierce armor after all, which helps them survive from the Genoese Expo men. But I mean, the Spanish play could technically still kill them, but not in these numbers, no. So blue kind of bailing out purple right now. I mean, green right now, as purple is just completely overwhelming. And it looks like green has had enough. He's going to get out of here. Conquistadors still denying over here. We just need some Genoese Expo men to defend. I can't believe it's red who's actually defending purple right now, not yellow. Yellow's doing something, but he's not defending purple. Huh. Alright, here comes green, and yellow should be Xing this as well, because red could totally send his conquistadors down south. Red is sitting at the base of the castle, right there. I'm not sure if that's a good move, though, because here come the war wagons, and those conquistadors will go down now. Yeah, you better get your kills worth. As Teal tries to wall it in, doesn't get the wall up, though. And red gets most of the conquistadors out of there. Alright, risky play, though. Blue player we haven't talked a whole lot about. He's at 71 villagers because Blue has been booming like a madman. He has the most villas on the map, even more than the Italian player, who is also booming on 4 town centers. So Blue is looking to get more villagers out. A forward position as well. That's good. It's a good castle, actually. To keep claim space, right? Map control. Like I said, if Desastres can actually hold on to their bases, they might get better map control than Inkas army. But of course, green being kind of dead here. Now purple will probably eventually click up, or they can sling up to Castle Age. That would be the way to go, maybe. Someone has some excess food. Doesn't look like it, though. The Italian player could do it. The Italian player could totally do it. And you know why? Sling him up so that the Teuton player can also drop a castle. Alright, well, Teal now can finally go back to his wood line. He was strapped for wood after all, especially with all those towers and his wood line on the other side. This is an awkward game. Inka's army are certainly being very aggressive. They have more villagers at the moment than Desastres. Green is in a bad position at the moment as well, but yeah. Ooh, thank you for the Prime subscription there, Sock. I really appreciate that, man. And enjoy your emotes, I'd say. I got some fun ones, actually, you could totally use. Really appreciate that. Really do. Alright. Well, that makes me pump the cast even harder. Haha. Teal and Blue do have quite a good number of military now. I mean, if you look at the military count, Desastres is not behind. They are just behind in villagers at this point. Yeah, but Spanish player only has 8 conquistadors in the field right now. 69 villagers. Nice. Yeah, those conquistadors have not been doing a whole lot beyond killing Teal, but they can't do that at this point. So I think those conquistadors should go here or over here. You know, send them to Blue, right over there. I mean, that's what they're kind of supposed to do. They're kind of sitting over here, not doing too much at the moment. So I would send those forward at the moment. Purple on the way to Castle Age. Nice. You're welcome, bud. Been enjoying the streams for a while, but it always sub to others. Well, I appreciate the Prime sub, man. I really do. I really do. You know, I know there's a lot of other channels that are really good out there as well. So it's I find it difficult to know what I need to spend my Prime sub on as well. You know, you only get one after all. I'm glad you've been enjoying the stream. That makes me more excited to keep casting. You know, it's nice to know that people out there are enjoying the content. That makes me motivated to continue going as well. Alright, well, we have purple in the Castle Age and Imperial Age now for red, but blue is already an imp, so blue will be able to get some traps out soon. Yep, here come the traps. Let's see if blue and teal can use their military to push now, because they do have good military. The organ guns can definitely kill the Genoese Expomen, and of course the war wagons can of course kind of go toe to toe with the conquistadors. That's why I'm saying I think those conquistadors shouldn't be here, actually. I think you should send them forward. Force blue to send military back to deal with this. Look, imagine conquistadors right there can kill all of this, right? I think red a bit too passive for this conch, but here he goes. Okay, there you go. We're going forward. That's what we need to do. That's what conquistadors are good at. Let yellow defend the front. I think yellow will be okay. Alright. If you're wondering what all these blinky units, blinking dots are, that's just Green's straggler economy. Green, of course, is on the way to Castle Age with Berbers, which is where they shine. But yeah, Green's economy is only 30 vils. 27, actually. Not the best in the world, obviously. As Green is... he can't even fish easily anymore because the tower's kind of ranged to dock a little bit. Right, here comes some rams. Oh, a ram push now from the Korean player. But we got some rams from yellow. And yellow's just gonna rush that down with villagers. He can even use his own rams. I can't believe both players were thinking about a ram push against the other. Crazy, crazy. Look at that. Rams defending against the castle push. Cool stuff. Oh, ooh, bit of lag there. That was for them. That's not my end. That's there. Ooh, they're having a lot of lag right now. Ay. That's a lot of lag. Holy crap. Hang on, let me pause it for a sec. Let the game catch up. Maybe that will help. No, no. So this is on their end. This is not my end. It looks all's looking good on my end. As the castle for yellow does go down. I guess the game was just having a hard time processing that castle going down and the awesomeness of a ram push being countered by a ram push. Okay, well, unfortunately, Red decided to keep his conquistadors here. Yeah, at this point, you need to keep him here because Desastres, they're pushing forward big time. And this is what I mean. Conquistadors, the longer the game goes, the worse they get because it's hard to upgrade these. They don't have the range, they do have the attack, but again, so do all the other units here, which is why Conquistadors should be used to raid blue, right? Raid green, raid blue, make sure that blue can't have all his military here. Like, the downside of all these units is that they are very slow, so it takes a while to get going, as, god damn it, this lag. My god. Yeah, players are struggling here. As, the perfect defense against a ram push. More rams, I'd say so, huh? Your own ram push. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Although villagers will do the trick as well, obviously. And conquistadors get bonus versus rams, actually. So they can actually kill that. As conscription is in for yellow. Good stuff. He's getting chemistry as well. Still holding on against the Korean war wagons. They will definitely die. Definitely die to the Genoese expo men. But they will not die. I mean, blue will not die to that, that is. Yet another castle going down, and I'm not liking the position for Inkas army at the moment, actually. They have better score, they have more economy at the moment, but the army count for... Actually, the army count is not that bad. It's not that bad. We have purple finally making some knights, which might help tank some shots as well. The problem is that yellow wants to make his unit from the castle. Well, wants to, has to, right? Has to. So if you keep losing castles like that, you're not going to be able to reinforce easily here. Alright, well, looks like because blue and teal did realize that their army numbers aren't as high anymore as they were before, so it's going to be risky to push here. So they're backing up for the time being. This is giving Inka's army a bit of a breathing space, which is especially important for purple, because purple really wants to get some economy out as well. Well, he needs to. He needs to be able to compete here. It's 46 villages for him, but 48 for green. So green is trying to reboom for his team. That's all they can do. You know, I think making military here as the Persian player, the Teuton player, I mean, is a mistake. Right? Because you need to be booming. Your team, I mean, a few knights here are not going to help too much for your team. Now, if you're going to use them to raid, maybe. But right now, the best thing the purple can do is just reboom. And the same thing applies to green. Right, I like this castle from the Portuguese player. Yeah, Anakin is playing good. Playing really good. Holding his own as well. Got some barracks going up now. We can get some military out. At least another castle. And look at the position now. This is what I meant, right? If teal can hold on to his base here, which he did. And then if blue can help on the right. Look how much space Desastres have now. Which is really good. So we have the conquistadors there raiding the wood line. Of course, conquistadors will eventually die to skirmishers. But not when they're in low units. And not when we're lacking some upgrades. We lack... Buck arrow. Yeah, there you go. That upgrade wasn't in yet. There's some knights now looking for a way in, but green did. Ah, yeah, green. Wow, really well done. This is what I always say. If you are behind, right, you can't really contribute militarily. This is what you should be doing. Just wall everything, right? Stonewall everything. You have the time to do that now. You boom and you stonewall. That is how you can help your team a lot, because it's not like teal and blue are going to have the time to do that. They're not going to have the time to do that. Although blue actually did stonewall some sides. But again, you know, like for example, green could be walling this right now. Wall all of this. Would be really good if he did that. Just force Inka's army into a corner. As we have, oh, condotieros now. Condotieros actually a pretty good unit to make here against the organ guns. Especially with lag, it will be nice. God damn it, the lag. Again, it's not on my end. Everything is looking good on my end, so I don't know why they were having so much lag this time around. That's a lot of conquistadors. They are not elite yet. Are they elite? No, not elite just yet. It's an expensive upgrade. Alright, well, organ guns can still fire into this match. I think it's every time those organ guns fire, the lag starts. So it's someone's PC's potato here. Hang on, let me pause this so capture rate doesn't crash. God damn. Still, holy crap, how do you play with this much lag, man? I swear to God, I hate lag. It makes it impossible for me to think, actually. Like when there's this much lag, my brain slows down as well. As yeah, we have gunpowder unit versus gunpowder unit. Some condotieros here would be nice, and here they come. Yellow sending in the condos, which have bonus damage versus... Well, bonus damage, they have bonus resistance to gunpowder. They also do bonus damage? Yeah, plus 10. So they are very good against these organ guns. Blue only has 17 on the field right now. And it's going to get a lot less here. Look how fast he's going to kill these organ guns. It's a straight counter at this point. So if Blue wants to continue with the organ guns, he's going to need something from his teammates to kill these condotieros. Yeah, and war wagons are not going to do it, and nor are skirmishers. Steel's not making a whole lot of military right now. And at this point, you're seeing Yellow pushing forward. They're taking some more space. And with Teal only at 61 villagers, he's still holding on. But he needed Green to be there as well with military. Green is at 90 villagers, but no military at the moment. The team is getting pushed back at the moment. Inkas army are pushing forward. I mean, yeah, Purple is at only 68 villages because he decided to go for Knights. Right, he is actually raiding around a little bit with those Knights. That's, alright. Not sure how many kills he's getting at the moment, but still. Condotieros are also an excellent raiding unit. They don't require any upgrades, any elite upgrades or something like that. They're very fast as well, and they have 5 pierce armor right there. Because of, that's because of Pavice, right? Pavice does add armor to condotieros as well, I think. Yeah, I think it's foot archers and condotiero get extra armor. So that must also apply to the Genoese Expos. Yeah, because the final armor crate is not in yet. So he's also going to have 5 pierce armor. And some melee armor, which is kind of nice. Makes them very tanky. And that is historically accurate, alright? As here come the condotieros. Yeah, every time Blue fires, the game struggles. So I think we need Blue to die here. We need Blue to die so that the game can actually go on. Ironically, Blue dying, or at least his organ guns dying, would actually benefit all the teams here, because then the lag will be gone. Alright, another castle gone down here. This time it was Blue's castle, and that's not a good sign. There is some knights here. The Berber player is on the way to Imp, and he's starting to make camel archers now. Yeah, I mean, I get it, right? I get it. Why he wants to go for camel archers, because that's a strong unit against conquistadors. The problem is they die just as hard to Genoese Expos as anything else that the Berbers would make. As Blue gets trapped from both sides. Pikemen are not going to be able to help him against the condotieros. So GG is called, and there you go. The second game goes to Inka's army as Desastres realize they just simply do not have the military pop nor the population in total to push this back. They would lose the front, and then at the end it's not going to get any better. I mean, organ guns, as soon as condotieros are out, organ guns just die. They just die. And then at that point, you need something else like Arbalest, but it's too late to tech into that. It's too late to tech into that. So yeah, there you have it. The second game going to Inkas, and we have ourselves a series. Yes. Of course, as a caster, I'm very happy about that. Now we got a third game, and it always feels like in games of this importance, quarterfinals, it feels so bad to have to lose 2-0, right? Like if you at least go down 2-1, it feels like you have actually fought for your lives, for your position, and you go down heroically. Not to say that teams that go down 2-0 are noobs or anything like that. Sometimes that just happens, but it's, I know, I like it a lot better if games go to a lot, to the full limit. And at this level, that's bound to happen anyways. All right, well. Honestly, there was a world in which I can see Desastres win this, because Purple spent a lot of time killing Green. Green definitely outboomed Purple, so Purple could have certainly struggled with that. It's just that Yellow and Red's position was good enough, and it took enough good fights here that they could push this back, right? And as soon as condotieros came out, that was a brilliant unit to add for Yellow, because it immediately nullified the organ guns, which was what they were struggling with to kill. One thing that I would have liked to see Red do, those condotieros were sitting here for a long time. You could have sent those in the middle of Blue's economy, kill a lot of his units, force Blue to make military to send back into his base to deal with that, so that Blue can push to the front. I think that's one thing that I would have liked to see Red do. I think he probably felt like those units needed to be here to defend, but honestly, I think it's better. It's better to raid Blue. Make sure his imp time isn't good, make sure he has to deal with that. That's what condotieros are made for. Condotieros, I mean conquistadors, right? That's what the name is. They're conquerors. They're not defenders, right? That's not what they do. They go out and kill people and take their lands. That's what conquistadors are made for. as they were just the same here as it was in history after all. All right, look at the KD there for, wow, purple actually 62 kills after all. Remember, that is also Vil kills for towers, but his knights actually did some damage then. That's good. That's good. Actually the best KD out of the bunch. Very cool. But I mean, not the most kills, obviously. That honor goes to the organ guns. Yeah, like I said, they were struggling with the organ guns. Korean war wagon is actually not doing too much, and maybe if you're up against Italians and you're that close, maybe instead of going for war wagons, just make archers, right? You outrange Genoese Expos, so you might be able to kill those. I think that would have been a better way to go for the Korean player. I know, you know, it's Nomad, you want to make war wagons, but up against Italian Genoese Expos, you're just gonna die. Anything else we need to look at? Economy-wise, yeah, yellow outboomed everyone else again. So yellow's boom was really good. Red was slightly behind blue here. But as you can see, teal's boom wasn't good. That makes sense because teal was the punching bag of his team. His economy was going to fall, fall no matter what. That was going to happen eventually anyways. The problem was that green didn't get to a good boom either. And, green lost a lot of Vil. So eventually, purple and green, despite green's better boom, still kind of even there. As you can see, look, the boom for green was good. Yeah, boom purple for sure, but it was too late. He wasn't able to contribute anymore to the team. And who was the fastest player this game? It was red with the Conquistadors. No surprises there. Yeah, he had a lot more to do, of course, with his military units. Yeah, poor green didn't have any military, so he couldn't really go for military APM, could he? All right, we have ourselves a tie. Yay! All right then. So that means we are gonna go to the home map for for Desastres, which is Desert Slopes. Now that gives them, that of course gives them an edge because they will have something prepared for this map, I presume. You know what idiotic team would go pick a home map and not have a strategy prepared to play on that? That was us. we picked Heartland, but we hadn't really played a whole lot of games on Heartland either. So yeah, well, our reasoning was no one wants to play Heartland. So if we pick it, then our opponents have to play on it, right? And it gives us an advantage. But then, unfortunately, the opponent that we were up against when we played Heartland, they also knew how to play that map, and they completely clobbered us. So stuff happens, huh? All right. I got the game here for you. The third and final game between Inkas Army and Desastres. Who's gonna take the win and go on to the semifinals? It will be seen right now. Alright, welcome to Desert Slope. As you can see, a map from the Battle of Africa, actually. So I think most players will be familiar with this map. We've seen a lot of cool games from that tournament when that was happening. So I think a lot of players definitely got some inspiration, right, for their own team games on this map. Let's see what these two teams are going to be able to do for us today. Let's introduce the players from the home map team first. In the teal, we have Requiem playing as the Tatars. All right, then. In the green, we've got Bad Boy Danny Boy playing as the Lithuanians. And in the blue, we've got Anakin playing as the Japanese. All right. All right. In the orange, we've got Condor. I'm gonna leave him orange. I'm gonna make you purple. In the purple, we've got Condor playing as the Mongols. All right, that was expected on this map. You want to bring in your hunt. Look at that purple bringing in two elephants at the same time. One with a scout, the other one with a villager. Obviously, there will be a lot of hunt for the Mongol player. And looks like purple. Yeah, didn't lose the Vil. Gets the elephant, and now we'll get the other elephant as well. Nicely done. Nicely done. They take some hits on his scout though. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. In the yellow, we've got Mr. H playing as the Poles. All right, spam civilization ahoy. Let's see how that's gonna go for them. And then in the red, we've got Andreu playing as the Vikings. Now, this we did expect, for sure. I figured it would be Vikings on this map because Vikings have a crazy economy, and because this map is very wallable, you can get ahead of your opponents without them being able to punish that as easily as you usually could. Alright, Tatar player bringing an elephant, a few blocks from the scout, which also has a very little HP, so I'm not sure why that is. It killed something. Oh, it must have killed something from red then. Yeah, must have, because red is down a villager, isn't he? No. Wait, so... What? Wait, no one lost the Veil. That red loses Scout. Ah, okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, so red and teal, you know, fought, and teal just barely got the win. That's impressive because Eagle Warriors actually, the Eagle Scouts should be able to kill the Scout Cavalry in Dark Age. So I like that. Of course, teal does not have any HP on his Scout anymore, so you won't be able to lame a whole lot either. So yeah, there you go. If you wanted to do that anyways. All right. Now, on Desert Slope, it's about two things, right? This map has two dimensions to it, right? The first is, of course, the hunt in the middle. There's plenty of food to go for in the middle. It is a literal Mongol's heaven. Although Franks would like all these berry bushes as well. There's a lot of fast food. Fast food. We got some, we got some golds in the middle as well. So there's certainly some extra resources to fight over. Not a whole lot, but certainly some. Then there's the other side to the map, which is the wood line that circles all around the map in a nice little flowery shape, right? You know, it's the desert flower. This is four trees thick, pretty much everywhere. You know, it's rarely will you see it being thicker or thinner. Now, of course, players will have to cut through that. If they cut through that, they can get to the hinterlands, which is where all the extra wood on the map is, and some extra golds and stones, which is nice. Players do not start with stone, I think. No, you don't get stone in the middle of the map, so going for a tower rush is pretty much impossible on this map, or a castle drop. That would be pretty OP. So if you want stone, you will have to cut through the wood line. Now, there is certainly a strategy out there that has been very popular among pro players, which is trying to cut through as fast as possible, then go around the edge of the wood line and tower everything, right? Tower your opponent or wall them out to make sure that they can't chop through themselves, which is kind of a big deal. You know why? Because there's only extra wood on the edge of the map. If you are getting towered here, you're gonna run out of wood soon, because where are you gonna take wood? In the middle from these stragglers? I don't think so. So yeah, that's certainly something you need to be very careful about if you're not cutting through. That's why some players like to pick Celts on this map, because they can cut through much faster and go for a siege push around the other side, which I kind of like as an approach. Because think about it. Normally, when you go for a siege push, say you do it over here, you have to push up a hill. And you have the chances that yellow will come and save purple and just destroy you, say, if blue was Celts. However, if you are doing it over here, it will be a lot more difficult for anyone to reinforce against you. So I kind of like that, actually, that idea. But I'm not going to see that here because Celts aren't in the Civ pool. We do have Tatars, Japanese, so Japanese and Tatars, actually. I don't know if I like Japanese so much here. They can go for a very aggressive men-at-arms push, but that's not what blue is doing. I'm not seeing a barracks up yet, so no men-at-arms for blue. For the rest, Japanese have lots of options, right? Lots of options at least. So it's fine. The reason probably why blue didn't go for men-at-arms is because blue probably expected purple to have a crazy uptime, which is indeed the truth. And purple is going to go for scouts. Depends on whether someone has villagers in the middle, which right now, nobody has villagers in the middle. No one dares to go out to the middle. Feels like it's too risky. So there's not going to be a whole lot of economy to hit here for purple, unless he can get the scouts out fast enough to stop blue from getting the walls up. I mean, purple does have the Feudal Age scout, so get some free hits in on the scout for blue, but blue is in fact Feudal Age as well, and blue can easily fight this back now. But blue should get the walls up. Get the walls up, blue, because purple is coming. Scouts are coming out, and blue probably doesn't know that that's happening. It's just as likely that the Mongol player will just go for archers, but scouts it is. And purple is going to send those in. If you can keep the walls from going up, purple can do some damage. You can hit the wood line, for example. Let's see how that's going to go. Yellow is going to go for the crazy walls. Is going to get his stable up as well. But of course, green has his stable up already. Has 3 scouts out. And those scouts are being sent to the east. Alright. Here comes purple. Purple should... Yeah, he's trying to kill this scout from blue. But blue has the hill. Now purple takes the hill. And blue knows this is coming. He realizes it. There you go. He realizes the danger finally. He's going to try to wall this up with some gates. There you go. Blue gets the walls up. Just enough distraction. Purple was not fast enough with his scouts, and now blue will be okay. That doesn't mean he can't go to green, though. You could totally go to green as well. And green, okay, he recognizes the threat as well. He's going to wall in his wood line. Good stuff. Wow, those are some weird walls here for teal. I would have just walled this. It's the same amount of walling, except you actually keep your gold safe. Because this gold can be ranged by archers, which will soon be coming out for the Viking player as well, once he makes it to the feudalates. But hold on just a second. What's the Viking player doing? Is he gonna go for a fast castle? Well, if he wants to do that, he needs gold, so I guess not. I guess that was the idea or something. He's up very late, so 23 uptime is kind of late. Yeah, there comes the archer range, so... A little bit of a slow start for the Viking players. We have a spearman defending against the scouts from green, but spearman goes down, and green is going to get maybe a vill kill, but yellow reacting with his villagers is just going to kill these scouts with his vills. One villager down? No. No. Nice defense there for yellow. We'll get the walls up. We'll be okay. Alright, well, blue got the walls up as well, but green did not. So there is some damage that purple could maybe do. The berries are not walled at all. The wood line is walled. Wait. Can't tell if there's a hole there or not. Hole or not, doesn't matter if purple just going to run right through the middle and take lots of damage on his scouts. I don't like that one. Right, yeah, the Mongol scouts so far have not done a whole lot of damage, so probably the Mongol player will have to switch into some skirmishers to defend himself soon. Right now, red, thinking himself behind, he's going to open skirms against teal. And it's probably a good idea that he does that, because here come the archers for the Tatar player. Yeah, red's uptime was not good. It just wasn't good. I don't know why his uptime was so late. I mean, he didn't have a scout, that's true, but that shouldn't delay your uptime as much as it did. Right, some scouts from green trying to break into purple space, but I don't think that's possible. I don't think you're going to be able to break in here. Purple did fully wall this. Like I said, this is one of the more closed off maps in this tournament. Exactly for this reason. The purple's just going to wall this in and be happy. There you go. Having the purple scouts, they are still over here together with yellow. And okay, so there was a hole there. But green spotted that and walled it in. Good stuff. Green's just going to wall in the wood line as well. There you go. I mean, he's still forcing some idle time for green. You know, making it so that he doesn't chop through the wood line first, huh? Alright, well, purple is just going to work on getting to castles. Purple's not going to make any military. He's just going to sit behind walls greedily. That is maybe a risk, though. If green and blue do, in fact, break through, you're going to have a bad time. You know, that's certainly something. Yellow. Oh, yellow making it into gold for green. Green trying to go for the quick walls, but the quick walls fail, and at least one villager should die here. At least one villager. There you go. One vill down. Not sure about the others. Well, these villagers keep pathing this way. Then maybe. Okay, yeah, green now getting the quick walls up, so at least those villagers are safe. But, yeah, there you go. The scouts got 1 kill. 2 kills. That's only because these scouts killed blue scout. I don't think the scout opening from purple did too much. Purple is going to be on the way to castle. The first player to click up here. No, teal's on the way to castle as well. Teal, of course, has not been hit at his base because red, because of his late uptime, refused to go forward. He's going to do that now, maybe, but yeah, with all those skirms. Look at this. Look at this. You know why red is walking like this? He could just walk through the middle, right? You know why he's walking like this? It's because he's up against Tatars. He knows that the Tatar player will get extra hill bonus damage, 25% actually, if he has the hill. So red wants to make sure that teal never gets the hill. Right, we have a stone gate now going up just to keep this army out. It looks like the Japanese player killed those gates, didn't he? Let's see. Yeah, yellow lost the stone. Oh, both gates. That's kind of a problem because now he can't drop a tower. Which would have been more effective. A tower maybe over here on the gold would have kept this army out much more than a stone gate would. As blue and green are probably going to get in here. Yellow is not on the way to castle. He's not making scouts either. Yellow, you need to be producing here. And hope that purple is going to get some military out. Probably some cavalry archers. That's probably what we're going to see here. Yeah, three archer ranges. Cavalry archers it is. Are they going to be in time to save yellow, though? Because yellow... Green is about to break through. Yellow is going to go for some walls here. But he will have to abandon his full work farms. Oh, no. And green got in. Okay, the house walls are up, so at least green will take some hits as he walks through. There's one spearman to deal with this, and the archers can't follow. Alright. Oh, snipe for a villager, maybe another vill as well. As green is losing his scouts. Okay, yeah, that's nicely defended there by red. As yellow's going to try to keep this army out. Oh, one more house wall was necessary. And blue is going to walk right into the other side of yellow's base. And that is not a house wall whatsoever. Yellow's going to get another stable up, but at least he's going to try. Not up yet. It's a doubt stable. He's going to try to get the house walls up. But blue is here. Snipes a villager. Bam. One more villager down. Yellow wants to kill the stable. Built the stable. He's not going to get it. It's a doubt stable. Aye, aye, aye. I mean, purple is still being annoying in green space. They did manage to kill 2 villagers there, so at least there's that. Teal defended against red. I'm not sure what red's doing right now, but yeah, the cavalry archers are coming out. And the fact that teal is ahead of red means that he can totally do this. We also have archers on the other side now of the wood line for red, and red is going to have to defend himself big time here. He does have skirmishers with upgrades, so he should be okay there. Blue making his way into yellow's base. Purple is there with cavalry archers, but here you see the downside of going for cavalry archers first is that cavalry archers, they still lose to archers if blue actually micros. Blue's not interested in fighting the cavalry archers. That makes sense. I mean, these are Mongol cavalry archers. They fire faster, but in low numbers, they are, of course, not as effective as archers are, at least. Of course, you can make archers in feudal age. You can't make cavalry archers in feudal age. I think purple has 12 on the field right now, 15 on the field right now. That's a good number already. That number is starting to get scary. The problem is they're stuck! Ah! Purple, your wall is keeping them stuck. I wonder if he's going to notice that. Alright, well, teal says, okay, red is broken through, but we can totally stop them. So we have cavalry archers on one side and cavalry archers on the other side. The dark cavalry archers don't fire as fast as Mongol cavalry archers, though. Mongol cavalry archers fire as fast as I talk. Which is apparently kind of fast. Alright, here comes blue. He's going to go forward to try to deny the Mongol player from cutting through, which he totally could do because the Mongol player is not through just yet. Yellow is almost through the wall, the wood line, but teal was trying to stop that. But here's red with the skirmishers dealing with that. Good stuff. Same time, cavalry archers trying to deny a town center. But yeah, I mean, there's enough crossbows and skirmishers here that those low numbers of cavalry archers are not going to do the trick here. Purple, though, on his way to green's base. Oh, green is not walled. That wood line was safe before. Not so much now. That gold's not safe either. I hope that green is going to be ready for this, because fighting with knights against cavalry archers is literal hell. Alright, green's going to get a town center up on his gold. Not a lot of urgency there, though. Purple is on the way, though. He's on the way. Alright, well, red is going to defend himself against teal. Teal will just have to get his numbers up first. Unfortunately for him, fighting over here means it's flat terrain, so he can't get any bonus damage from that. As these cavalry archers are here, sent over here to maybe do some damage to yellow, but red should deal with that. That's a casual just passing. Red's like, nah, mate. Nah, teal's fine. Okay, red realized, there you go. As we have, TC! Green just in time to get it up. Does take 2 villager losses there, but at least the TC is up, so his gold will be safe. It's fully ranged now from both town centers, which means that melee units can't be here, but the cavalry archers can still sit right there. Right there. Deny the gold. And here comes yellow as well. Here comes yellow as well. Aye. 11 knights on the field for yellow at the moment. Only 7 for Desastres. And right now, Inkas, they're doing well. They have more military in the field at the moment, but the Vil kind of still the same. Now here's one annoying thing. Your wood line is denied. And remember, where are you gonna chop wood now? Well, Purple's gonna chop wood over here, drop the tower as well because he had to. Stone wall from blue. I hope he realizes that it's not fully walled on this side, but I like the idea. It's good to get your stone walls up. It's good for late game trade. Right. Here we have yellow and purple trying to break into green's wood line, but green had chopped through, so he was able to escape here. Has a town center there as well, so green should be okay. Alright, talk about green's knights. The green's knights here dealing with the skirmishers, cavalry archers on toe as well to do some damage. Green does not have the attack abilities yet, so of course the knights do not do as much damage as they could. And Steel is using green's little heroic sacrifice to push through with cavalry archers and run towards yellow's base once more. Yellow has not got through just yet. He's about to get there. 87 more wood. What about this one? 64, 85. He will get there eventually. Alright, well, green stonewalling that hole. Good job. Good job. Because now purple and yellow, they cannot go to your woodline anymore, so your economy will be safe. Remember also that blue has crossbows here being annoying, and he has a stone wall as well, which will go up. I think teal should do the same thing, actually. Teal should probably just wall behind, because if you ever die to the Viking aggression, that's a big if, though. That's a really big if, because right now the cavalry archers are doing a good job. They are actually firing the Viking player. That's not so hard to do, actually, because remember, Vikings do not get thumb ring anymore, and Tatars get it for free. It's like the exact opposite. It's like the Tatars have stolen thumb ring from the Viking player. Teal, though, sending in some cavalry archers. Why is your gathering point sent so far forward, Teal? Teal, you're losing a lot of military there. That's not good. Same with green. The town center is doing work, man. 10 kills for the town center. Holy crap, that's a lot of kills. Alright, are we going to micro that mangonel down? Let's see. Meantime, we have yellow trying to break into blue's base. Blue's doing a good job on the other side, but his army is not at his base after all. And it looks like yellow will break in. Yellow breaks in. There's a hole there between the mining camp. Oh, blue. He's not walled. Ah, that's a lot of villages that will go down. Perfect raid here by yellow. These knights do have the +2 as well. Oh, no, they don't. It's about to come in. They can still die to crossbows, though. Blue is here, but man, did he take some losses there. Yeah, one hole. Bam, and you die. Purple in the meantime, doing the same thing to teal. And I bet teal wishes he had walled on this side now, huh? Always the damn hole. You're right. It's always the damn hole. I think blue assumed that there was that this was walled, that there was no hole here, but a hole there is. As yellow's just gonna fight now against blue, as purple is streaming in some cavalry archers that he's just losing. Blue using the town center to defend himself. Yeah, he has town centers up here, so at least he will be safe-ish down there. But yellow's raid was perfect. How many villas did purple kill? Purple has killed 29 villagers so far with the cavalry archers. Unsurpassed by anyone else. So definitely the the greedy castle age into cavalry archers play from purple has worked out to a charm. We have one crossbow being annoying over here, but yellow's going to deal with that. Teal's still, he's still trying to put pressure on red, but red is pushing it back. Looks like red's micro good enough. Yeah, a little bit of a split micro against this freaking mangonel. Cavalry archers are killing the Tatar cavalry archers until you get silk armor. The Tatar cavalry archers simply are worse than the Mongol cavalry archers. That's just kind of how it works. Because the Mongol cavalry archers fire faster. Well, not if you sit under a TC, because then you're just going to lose your military. Yeah, purple taking some unnecessary losses there, that is. Knights being very annoying on this side. But yeah, blue is going to deal with that. And my god, the pressure is on, alright. The pressure is on, but the lead still is for Inkas army. Look at the vill count. 184 villages versus 149. Imperial Age is on the way for purple. Up faster than anyone else. And of course, way more military for Inkas army at the moment as well. As we have, red microing against two mangonels getting into the minimum range. The mangonel can't shoot. Nicely done there by red. And yeah, the Viking player is moving forward with the help of some knights. I bet Teal wishes he had walled this up now. I think he should probably wall this up. Teal, you can still wall it up. If you do it now, wall it up. An army is coming. You know it's here, right? You know it's here. Looks like I had a pause there from blue. Maybe a little bit of a strategic pause to discuss strategy, you know. It's not going so well for Desastres after all. Inkas army are in the firm lead right now. And remember, the Mongol player is on the way to Imp. But with only 57 vills, right? Only 57. Still more than blue. Blue is on more town centers, yet has fewer vills because he lost a whole lot. 37! Holy crap. We're blue. Oh, look at that. 39 vill kills for yellow as well. He killed a lot of villagers in green space as well. Must have, at least. Yeah, green not having a lot of villagers either is kind of a big deal. That means he won't have the resources to keep spamming knights here. It's not like Lithuanians have cheaper knights or anything like that. Knights are trying to break in over here, but yellow's going to just deal with that. Meantime, red... okay. Teal, just in time, got that wall up, but it's a little bit further back than I thought it would be. And red is just going to slowly push through this wall, but that's going to take a long time. Purple has a safety C on stone. Ooh. Are we going to get some Mangudai anytime soon? Because purple is not making not making more cavalry archers at the moment. Makes me think that he either just wants to get the upgrade, or he wants Mangudai. It's going to depend on whether he gets heavy cavalry archer or not. If he gets that upgrade, then we know he's going to stick with cavalry archers for the time being, which is fine. They're worse than Mangudai, obviously, but they still fire faster, so they're still better than Tatar cavalry archers. As Teal is still streaming in like these single units here. I just don't get it. Teal's been losing so many cavalry archers just for free. Where is his army right now, actually? Teal's army is... okay, mostly in his base. As we have a Mangonel, or a Siege Workshop now, we get a Mangonel coming out from that, I mean, which will eventually come out and then push Red back for the time being. Although Red's micro was pretty good, but not a whole lot of space to micro here, actually. Purple sending in some cavalry archers to the back of Teal's base. Oh, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole! Ah! Teal! Nah. Uh-oh. I mean, those cavalry archers are not going to be able to do too much. What Purple should do is just run right through. Oh no, maybe not so much, because there is... Teal's army is there. Still no silk armor. They're just generic cavalry archers with thumb ring right now. Okay, Red should not, under any circumstance, walk through that hole. That's what Teal's waiting for. Don't you do it, Red. Don't do it. Just go to Imp, upgrade your army. Don't lose it now in a choke point. That would be so dumb. It's a little bit of a lull in the fighting here. Blue is in Imperial Age as well. Green, not so much though. And neither is Teal. Especially Teal. It's going to take a while for him to get to the next stage. Here comes Yellow. He's going to punch through that hole, I guess. That is a hole, right? Yeah, it should be a hole. But yeah, Yellow can't destroy the Siege Workshop either because, well, Castle and Teal will be here. Okay, now Castle will bail out Teal for the time being. So I think Red and Yellow are going to have to rethink their approach and go somewhere else. Cavalry archers over here. Some Knights from Yellow as well, just to try to do damage to Green. Green is still trying to break through with that Knight, but there's a Polish Knight to deal with that. Although Green has the hill, technically. Wait, doesn't he? Wait, what? Huh. Alright then, Yellow wins. Alright, well, Green is now going to put some pressure now on Purple's base. Purple is getting the capped ram upgrade. Right here, wants to put pressure on Blue's base from the front. Alright, well, this is an interesting dynamic. Desastres are behind, but they're not dead yet, right? They're not dead just yet. They're still in the game, kind of. Although Green, they're only having 3 Knights. Not helping him a lot over here, as Yellow is just sending the Knights in. And he doesn't care. Look at that. Those Knights are going to be dirt cheap in a second. Schlucked up Revelers coming in, which means that your Knights only cost like 30-something gold. It's really cheap. You can make a lot of Knights. You can outspam anyone with that. Especially if you have 103 villagers versus only 77 for Green. I don't know about that. Green dropping a castle now on the gold in his base to try to keep some of his economy safe at the very least. But you know that Knight spam is about to happen here. That leaves us with Blue. Blue is still playing really well as well. Purple is walled behind, just to stall this out a little bit further, because Purple, he wants to push into Green's base now. Here come the cap ram, as Blue even opens the gate for that ram. Not that it matters, because the ram can do that all on her own. There you go. Now I can open my own door. Thank you very much. Here come the cavalry archers. Let's see what Blue's going to do. Is he going to defend, or is he going to try to push? He's going to see that second layer of walls now. Ah, there's a second layer. Boo. Yep. And Capped Ram are in. More Cavalry Archers coming out. Now, I think Purple should just probably stay with Heavy Cavalry Archers, considering he doesn't have a lot of castles on the field at the moment. Purple wants to drop a castle here as well. No, that's a Japanese castle. That's Blue. Blue wants to drop a forward castle. Not in a million years, Blue. Not in a million years. Still trying to break through the gates over here, but Purple just walled behind it, drops another castle. Yellow is here to defend, so that Purple can stay forward, get that Capped Ram forward, and start pushing into Blue's base. Ay. Castle now from Red right there, and Red, is he gonna get... I want him to get Onager. I want him to get Onager and just cut right through. You imagine the look on Teal's face if he sees an Onager cut into his base. That'd be awesome. Not that Teal has time to deal with that though, because Teal is busy sending his tanky cavalry archers to the north. They would be tanky if they had silk armor, which they don't. As Blue loses a town center, he has 69 villagers right now. I'd say nice, but his position, not so nice. Double the army for Inkas army. The Inkas army is double the size of the Desastres army. Green is here with some military trying to kill Purple's cavalry archers. They're not heavy cavalry archers just yet. And yes, Red is getting Onager. Yeah, let's go. Onager cut. Yeah, this is not the old patch where Onagers couldn't cut through trees. I'm sorry, Fat Slob, but we do cut through trees with Vikings in this game, don't we? There you go. Onager is in. And Mangonel's waiting. They can run right into Teal's base. Teal thinks, oh, I'll be safe over here. It's fine, as these villagers are not going to go to this gold because that gold is running out. Yep, they're going to take some losses there. Now, Purple is being pushed back for the time being by the combined weight of Green and Teal. Yellow is here defending against the Arbalest though. Oh, Blue trying to run in. He's sitting in a choke point now. There's nowhere to run anymore. I think Purple should delete the houses so that Yellow can get the surround. 25. Wow, even a university goes down. Mongols don't care about learning if killing is important, huh? If there's killing to be done, Mongols don't give a crap about education. Nope. There you go. I mean, that proves it, right? That proves it. And with Blue's army dead... Look at the army count now, 173 versus 30. We got Cavalier destroying Teal's economy. I think this is going to be the GG moment for them. I just don't see them pushing this further. Even with the Onager cut, yeah, there you have it. The GG is called. Desastres tapping out on their home map. And Inka's army completing a reverse sweep to win the series. Yeah, GG, well played. I love it. There you go. Good sportsmanship, you know, Desastres recognizing when they have been bested, and there you go. Reverse sweep for Inka's army, always difficult to do. GG. Yeah, it was a good game. Good game, and honestly, now Desastres, they tried to go, I'm not sure exactly, you know, they wanted to go for cavalry archers on this side. That didn't work out so well, even though Teal was ahead of Red. But Red defended himself well with skirmishers, defended himself here with the town center. Teal lost a lot of units unnecessarily to this TC. 10 units in total, for sure. And Red, of course, holding his own with Vikings. You know, you can get away with a lot with Vikings. You are certainly going to outboom your opponents. Of course, Yellow, of course, kept his military count up high as well, even before Slug Up Privileges, and they did a lot of damage to Green's base, actually. Green lost a lot of villagers there. Let me show you, 37 in total. But the cake, the person that took the cake of vill losses was Blue, especially when that hole was there. Ay. It's not like Blue was playing bad, by the way. Blue was playing fine. I like the approach, trying, you know, walling over here and trying to go forward and pushing into Purple's base. The thing is, it took too long. And by the time that he was finally able to do it, Yellow had, 79 Cavaliers on the field. Just pulls thing, man. Just pulls things. And of course, shout out, of course, to Purple for his cavalry archer play. Purple got 53 vill kills. You know, I mean... At the end of the day, Yellow got a lot more kills because he just started running into everyone's economy and destroying everything, yes. But until then, Purple was certainly decisive in slowing down Desastres, keeping them on the back foot, allowing Inkas to get more military out and take this game. I mean, look at the difference there. That's Lithuanians and Poles. Just Poles things, man. I swear to God. Select that privilege is just so nice. You can spam so many Cavaliers. Or Knights even. Looking at the military production, yeah, production from Red was really good. Certainly better than Teal's production. It was difficult to do because cavalry archers are more expensive. Production from Yellow, 128 versus just 67. Look at that. He produced double that of Green. And that was even before Schlachta Privileges. He had more units. Look at that. Green, 8. Yellow, 30. 28. There you go. And then Schlachta Privileges comes in and pow! Stonks! Right there. Slucked up privileges, man. I swear to God. That's real stonks right there. Economy-wise, economies for Inka's army were better overall, courtesy of the raiding, courtesy of the military pressure that they were able to exert. And I know, Desert Slopes it's a closed-off map. It's strangely also a very aggressive map. It's very funny how that keeps happening. And the team that makes more military is going to get an advantage there. Yeah. Poor Blue, though, losing 55 villagers. Ouch. Alright, so who was the fastest player here? It was Purple with the Cavalry Archers, and I think that is certainly believable at that, you know, going around sniping everything. Had a good economy to boot as well, so yeah, definitely MVP for them, although Red's defense was good as well. Alright, I'd like to say congratulations to Inkas Army for reverse sweeping their series. That was really nicely done. Deserved win as well. Although Desastres, Somos, Mejores played really good as well. They can be proud of their performance making it to the quarterfinals. Of course, good luck to the next tournament. GG!